Today's the first time I can remember seeing rain. I spent the last 2 weeks slowly making my way north, towards the only thing I felt like I could really know. Picked up a gun, trudged through the fucking desert, towards the man who dared to try and take my life from me. Last night, I found him. I followed him up to his room, and I slit his throat while he slept. I knew that would probably put me into more trouble than it was worth, but I didn't really know just how much trouble it would be. I guess this package, this chip, is something that all the powers that be want. And yet, here I am, 2 bottles deep into a headache, tucked in the corner of the Atomic Wrangler of all places. Drinking the night away has become pretty common over these past couple of weeks, but this feels different. I get the unsettling feeling I'm not myself. If I was sane, I'd go to the deepest pit I could find and throw this piece of shit token away from my life. I'd run west and find a new life away from this ticking time bomb of a city. But I've already lost this symbol of power once, apparently. I don't think I'll let go of it so easily this time around. There is something that I've realized I want. And I think I can use this chip to get it. So I've been in a bit of a Roman mood lately. I blame resident eccentric for introducing me to the shows Spartacus and HBO's Rome, which you should go check out. They're pretty cool. And other than the constant and crippling reminders that Rome's slow death uncomfortably mirrors my own country, ancient Rome is pretty sick. Coincidentally, I'm also in the mood for my bi-yearly replay of Fallout New Vegas. And it just so happens that the only ending achievement I haven't gotten yet is the one from the Legion ending. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Continue my snail's pace grind of slowly 100%ing New Vegas, while also indulging my autism. Although, I guess I'm already doing that. But anyway, the challenge with this playthrough is that the Legion is pretty obviously and pretty cartoonishly evil. Maybe this is controversial, but speaking as a woman, it's not exactly a vibe to be surrounded by these lovely gentlemen.
Women are beneath notice, as Caesar has taught us.
But my autism persists, and I need that achievement, so we're going for it. I've genuinely never done a Legion playthrough before, so I'm not sure how feasible this is, but I want to fuck over and hurt the Legion as much as possible while still being able to get their ending. I do know that Kaiser has a brain tumor or something that you can cure him of, so I'll be leveling medicine to ensure that I can properly understand and be capable of saving him before I refuse to do so. I'm going for maximum in-lore intention. The other thing I'm going to be focusing on is stealth, because that's right, you've read the title, I'm going to be stealing Vulpes' hat. This dog hat is sick as fuck. I don't know if I'm allowed to like this taxidermied corpse hat as much as I do as someone who would die for any random dog, but I don't know, I can't help it. It just looks cool and I need it. And yeah, I know I could pluck the same helmet off some nameless Legion soldier, but that's not good enough. I need this soulless prick to suffer. I know from experience that a man who refuses to be seen without a hat has a hairline he's trying to hide, and I'm gonna expose this son of a bitch's dark secret for the whole world to see. So, join me on my glorious quest towards drip and Roman victory. We're starting just after killing Benny, because everyone knows that's where the real game begins. I immediately head south to meet Mr. Caesar's lovely band of boys. This guy thinks he's hot shit, but I'll play along for now. We head down and nuke Mr. House's bunker, which is pretty easy. But then we're asked to murder the man himself, which is less easy. I'm sure I could slowly save scum my way into getting the job done right now, but I'm a woman of dignity, so we're gonna head back to the wasteland and find some better gear first. I start off with selling some of my excess weapons to the gun runners, and I notice a nicely affordable, delicious power fist for sale. I remember hearing somewhere that the Legion is really good for a melee build, so I decide then and there I will no longer be prioritizing guns. Some traders angry at me for God knows what quickly gave me the opportunity to test it out, and oh yeah, it's all coming together. I wander around a bit, get jump scared by a wall telling me that the Legion has made a little care package for me, and eventually I stumble my way over to Helios 1. And then I proceed to unalive every NCR member within Helios 1. After making my way through the power facility, I realize that I don't have quite enough repair skill to use the backup generator, so I mosey on down south real quick to pick up that Legion care package, holy shit, and clean out some nearby raiders for that delicious XP. Bringing my repair up to par, I head back to Helios, power up the mainframe, and I choose... What do I choose? You already know what I chose. With lots of loot and some extra points put into my melee stat, we head back to the strip to face Mr. House. Upon arrival, I find that an entire NCR squad has been reduced to crying children by my mere presence within the city. Empowered with this information, and after queuing up my metal playlist, we head inside. I don't even give House the pleasure of angrily monologuing me before I head straight down to his chamber. I pull him out of his sunbed, tell him Caesar sends his regards, then I show him my new power fist up close and personal. You know, I was role-playing my character being a deranged courier, slowly morally spiraling downwards due to extreme head trauma, but I am getting a little worried. I'm not someone who usually does evil playthroughs, but I'm having way too much fun being a murder hobo and being told good job afterwards. And speaking of, Caesar's pretty happy with us, but he doesn't wait a moment before assigning me 2 new jobs. He tells me to go kill all of the boomer leadership, which I lie and say that I already did. At least I think it's a lie. And to get the White Glove Society to align themselves with Caesar. No promises, buddy, but we'll see what we can do. Oops, looks like they won't be helping. I don't want to go back immediately so that Caesar would actually think I put in some effort into his requests, but it kind of turns out he was pissed anyway. Oops. He tells me that I'd better not fuck up for this next job, which was wiping out the local Brotherhood chapter. But suddenly, mid-conversation, I notice he has a seizure. I seize the opportunity to give him the post-apocalyptic equivalent of Googling your flu symptoms. My medical skill is finally coming in handy. Using my superior intellect, I instill an unhealthy amount of anxiety in this man before I leave to prepare for my next quest. The Brotherhood are a bunch of profligates who like to LARP like they're in 1400s England with their fancy suits of armor. It's definitely loser activity, but I can't fuck up my future opportunities to keep whispering cognito hazards into Caesar's ear, so I decide really quick to do a montage before taking on the Brotherhood to make sure that I'm properly prepared. After several hours of going scorched earth on the entire South Vegas region, and finishing off what was left of the boomers, I felt quite prepared for whatever the Brotherhood had to challenge me. Finishing them off actually ended up being pretty easy with my build. I was certainly a bit over-leveled, but it didn't help that their entire base is just a series of choke points that I could lock down as they mindlessly charged over and over and over and over. Actually, leaving the base turned out to be the hard part, as I didn't pack enough healing items and I kept getting ganked after exiting the bunker. Eventually, though, it's done, and I load up on several addictive chems to allow me to carry my massive amounts of new loot back to home base. Caesar is quite pleased with my results, but jump scares me halfway through the convo by pulling me into his private tent. Turns out, it's just the fruit of my whisperings coming to fruition.
Welcome.
He confesses that he's absolutely petrified about his health concerns and that he needs surgery, stat. I tell him that he's absolutely correct. He has a tumor that needs to be removed, even though my medical expertise tells me that this guy is just smoking a little bit too much psycho with his meals. He heads to bed, and it just so happens that Caesar never wakes up again.
Caesar is dead. At your hands.
You see much, Hail Mare, son of Ailman.
I apologize for my rash action.
His acting second-in-command man starts weeping, but I can see him already shuffling through the promotion documents. He tells me that the NCR's president is coming to town, and that this could be the perfect opportunity to cut the heads off the bear before the main fighting begins. But honestly, I kind of stopped listening at this point. His words made me realize something important. Something real. I'd come all this way with the Legion, and yeah, I've sabotaged their potential alliances and killed their tactical mastermind, but at the end of the day, I was about to be the spearhead on the assault of the damn dam. The battle that could very well determine the future rulers of this land. And I haven't even tried to steal Vulpes' hat yet. Like, what am I doing? I am being a little sarcastic, because as it turns out, I can't for the life of me figure out a way to get this stupid hat. He doesn't wear it, he doesn't keep it in his inventory, he doesn't seem to have a tent or anywhere that he sleeps at the fort. And when I get a dedicated companion mod so that I can bring him outside into the wasteland with me, he refuses to wear it whatsoever. I feel like a big dum-dum for not realizing this before now, but I literally never do stealth builds in Fallout, so I guess I just kind of assumed that this was something I could do. Regardless, I tried not to think about all of the stat points that I had dumped away into stealth, and instead, I made my way over to the Legion safe house to make do with the extra dog hat for now. My morale was wounded, but there was no time to be pouty about it because the NCR's president was set to arrive in just a few hours. I quickly put together an absolutely flawless disguise, if I say so myself. I made my way over to the dam and ever so stealthily took the place of a tower guard. And would you look at that, 1 bullet later, the battle for the dam was primed to begin. I made my way out just as easily as I came in. My disguise was so professionally done that no one, not a single person questioned my being there. Getting back to the fort, I receive news that Linnaeus and his legions have just arrived. He doesn't know better, so I lie and tell him that I bullied Vulpes into giving me the hat. And he was actually so impressed with me that he tells me I'll be leading the charge on the dam. I load my weapons, head to the gate, and get this Pentultimate show on the road. Honestly, the NCR put up the most wimpy resistance I had ever seen. Thanks to my murder hoboing taking out almost every faction in the Mojave, their army was reduced to the handfuls of soldiers that the recently deceased president managed to send out to the city. You'd think that after almost losing the dam once already, that they would beef up their security just a little bit more, but oh well, it is what it is. After one last shootout, the head of the NCR army is no more. At long last, the fighting is over, and while the Legion leaders give me kisses and start printing coins with my face on them, the game fades out to angrily tell me just how badly I fucked up the future of the wasteland.
Caesar, unimpressed with their performance and their dependence on chems, had them exterminated.
Oh
After
my
the Legion's
god!
victory,
Looking back on my journey, I'm proud of how much anxiety I gave Caesar before his end. Hell, he even secretly asked me for a trazodone prescription towards the end there. I did a pretty good job of psyoping the head of an entire post-apocalyptic empire, if I do say so myself. But my other goal... it haunts me. I should have just killed Vulpes when I first met him and taken the hood then. If only I had known how much sweat and blood that simple action would have saved me. He didn't even have a bad hairline. I mean, he was literally showing off his hairline as much as possible anytime I saw him. And he didn't even cry when Linnaeus made fun of him before the battle. He got the better of me this playthrough. But don't worry, I'll make sure to properly mod my game for future runs. And that's about it for this game. Finally got my achievements. I got to wear this sick-ass Roman hat, and I've spent another 15 glorious hours of my life playing New Vegas again. There's only one thing left to do now. Hold on a second. Enhance? Oh, what have I become? If you made it this far, then thank you for watching. I had a lot of fun editing this video, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it too. If you're so inclined, leave a like or share my video. I'd really appreciate it. A special thanks goes to Resident Eccentric for his input on my video. You should go check out his channel for his reviews and deep dives. He's a great writer. But for now, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care.